Are you someone who has made this resolution to be a healthier version of yourself in 2025? Well, you have made the resolution, but still you are not sure what exactly you will do to make this happen. Maybe you started going to gym or started avoiding sugar or reducing that sugar count, or you are trying to make those small changes. You were good at the first week, but as the weeks are going forward, you are losing your motivation. Then this video is going to be a quick reminder for you. And at the same time, I'm going to talk about some simple hacks, at the same time challenges that can come on your way to adopt a healthy lifestyle. So this video is all about 10 simple ways that you can practice by yourself to make this 2025 the healthiest year of life. Let's get started. Friends, we have heard this very many times that people who rise early and go to the bed early are the healthiest of all. But practically applying this is most difficult thing. So how one can rise early? That's the first point that we are going to cover in today's video. Well, if you want to wake up early in the morning, the best practice is to have a realistic goal. If you are regularly waking up at 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, and eventually all of a sudden if you start waking up at 4 a.m., then this is going to disturb your body's rhythm and you might not find it practical. Instead of that, if you set your alarm where you wake up just 10 minutes early to your regular wake up time, then that will be a very practical way for you to achieve a better early rising habit. Do this for next 3 months. First month, just wake up 10 minutes early than what you used to wake up usually. In the next month, increase that time to 20 minutes early rise. And in the next month, increase that time to 30 minutes early rise. Gradually, you will observe that you have developed a habit of early rising. And same thing applies for your sleeping as well. Let's say if you sleep at 11 p.m. at night, then instead of trying to sleep directly at 9 p.m., which is absolutely a very huge difference, you might not be able to sleep well. Instead of that, you can try sleeping 10 minutes early compared to the 11 p.m. time, which means you can go to bed by 10:50, which you can gradually increase by next month to 10:45, and by that next month 10:30. This way, slowly you will observe that this small change has become very practical and sustainable way to wake up early and sleep early. That takes me to the second point, which is practice gratitude. Well, mental health plays a very critical role when it comes to maintaining an overall health and well-being. There are difficult times, and at that difficult time, we tend to question or doubt our luck. We start asking these questions to God like, why me? But if you have this regular practice of gratitude, you will observe that your ability to pass on or pass through the difficult times will also get better. So a simple habit of prayer, maybe in the morning, maybe in the midday, or maybe at the late in the evening, will ensure that you can practice gratitude on a regular basis. Gratitude practice is not that difficult. A simplest way of doing gratitude practice is just to maintain a small book or else a diary called as gratitude journal, where you can write down all the things that you are grateful of in that day or in the moment or in the life. This will ensure that you can remember all the gifts that you have received from this universe and stay humble and grounded, which will keep your mental health well. That takes me to the third point of healthy living, which is having a getting ready routine. Yes, this sounds very weird, but studies have shown that if you have a regular patterns in your day-to-day life, your health and well-being also stays under control. So let's say if you wake up in the morning and spend just 5 minutes of your time in getting ready as well, this will not only boost your body's self-image, at the same time will make you feel good and healthy about yourself. A small self-care practice will make wonders in long run. So make sure not to avoid having a getting ready routine for yourself, whether you are stepping outside home or else you are being at home, working at home. The fourth routine and the most important routine of all is exercising regularly. Now, I don't think I need to put this emphasis why exercising is important. We all know that exercise is important for us, but somewhere we get lazy, or sometimes other things comes in front of us as a priority where we just ignore our regular workouts or exercises. Well, workout doesn't have to be very intense in nature. On the days which are busy, you can go little less in time compared to the days when you got more time, but make sure movement is medicine. medicine. So make sure to incorporate a very small but subtle movement practice on a daily basis. It could be yoga, it could be a cardio exercise, it could be any other form of exercise, but movement is the keystone here. Make sure not to avoid moving while sitting at chair as well, so that your physical activity doesn't get compromised. Alright, so what is the next step that you have to keep in mind when it comes to healthy living? And that is to have a habit of mindful eating. Well, I'm not telling that you avoid eating this or avoid eating that. Maybe you can have everything that you love to eat, but moderation is the key. Mindful eating is the key. So ensure while you nourish your body with the right ingredient, have some time or some moments where you can enjoy the food that you genuinely love eating. This will ensure that your happiness quotient and health quotient is balanced at the same time. That takes me to the sixth healthy habit development practice, which is change your mindset from I have to I get to. I have to go to gym. Instead of that, if you say this, that I got to go to gym, then you are mentally emphasizing the importance of taking action. Procrastination is our biggest enemy. Sometimes out of laziness, sometimes out of other priorities, we just end up putting the most important things in the back seat. That should not happen. And to do that, you have to have some non-negotiables in your list. One of those non-negotiable could be your workout, could be your diet plan, could be your intermittent fasting, anything. But make sure that you follow that. And that is only possible when you have got this mindset that I get to do it. That takes me to the seventh habit, and that is staying hydrated. I can't emphasize this more. You need to drink enough water throughout the day, because 70% of your body is made up of water. You lose a lot of water throughout the day. That's why you need a lot of intake of water. Sipping water every now and then is something which is very important. Nowadays, we get such a cool sippers very easily, which we can use holding in our hand and drink whenever we want. But remember, drinking water is the key. One thing you can do here is have infused water. This will give you some additional nutrients like vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin D3 without taking any additional supplements. So infused water like mint water, cucumber water, lemon water will be very effective and helpful for you.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you in middle of the video, but just dropping in here to invite you to join our 7-day healthy living challenge. In this 7-day healthy living challenge, you will get every single day one new step to follow that will make you healthy for 2025. So make sure to check it out. The link is mentioned in the description box below. Enjoy the video.
The eighth practice is limiting your screen time. Let me show you one hack with the help of which you can drastically reduce your screen time.
Go to the settings of your phone and then go to the accessibility mode. When you click on the accessibility mode, just go to display and text section and then scroll to color filters. Now switch off the color filter and this will turn your screen in grey. This will drastically reduce your screen time.
Isn't this hack cool enough? Now let's move on to point number 9. That is to plan out your day a day before and do a brain dump. This is one practice that I also give to all of our patients who come at our center. We don't want you to sleep with a baggage of entire day. When you go through the day, there are a lot of experience that your body, your brain goes through. These experiences can flash back again when you are going to bed. That can impact your quality of sleep and can also give you bad dreams. But if you do a brain dump before going to bed, that will ensure that your brain is completely empty. You have solved the problems of the day. You have brainstormed over it and you have come up with some likely solutions for it, which will allow you to sleep better. And the 10th and the most important thing that you have to keep in mind is don't forget to spend quality time with your loved ones. In a day, at least ensure to spend 10 to 15 minutes of your time with your spouse, your child, your parent, your friend, whoever is that special one in your life. At the end of the day, we all are social animals. We need that social bonding to maintain our well-being. That's why giving priority to our relationship plays a very critical role when it comes to having a healthy lifestyle proactively. So, aren't these 10 steps quite simple and easy to do? I'm sure it is. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and start practicing this 10 life hacks that will make your health better in 2025. On that note, I'll end this video here and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.